Easy Mizzy on Mac. HS on deck, no meds, my S bake off with gap. Yes.
Yo, such one for Bavnov reaction on today's video. We got LF70 with PINEGROVE. I'm hearing that this is a response to Putrid, that diss track by 800 by like a month ago. Very, very disrespectful things are being said. It's absolutely baking right now in the UK. It's about like 28 degrees. You lot are probably more used to this, so I guess it's only right that we do an Australian reaction in this heat, fam. I would have done this topless, but there's man done watching, fam. That's a bit nuts. So a little bit nuts, man, but let me start off with it. Without any further ado, let's get into this one. I'm hearing this one's better than the last one. I was disappointed by the last one. If you're gonna be from Mount E, you gotta rap well, man. But I'm hearing cold. I like the fact that they reference the Bible because it's a very religious community. So yeah, the walls of Jericho, yeah, that's a cold reference.
First step with a trumpet, let her blow, see the wall fall like Jericho. Marching like Moscow, we Spartan, spin that block like merry-go. Spin up sticks, no limbo. Violate them boys through the window. I got one for the dogs that sit on the fence and bark like bingo.
Violate them boys through the window. They talk about drive-by shootings, nuts.
They black come sharp like Nike, cruising slightly, flash that heartbeat. They don't want when tools get slapped, keep it locked up. Use that back shoes, strap that pole, got things that sound like Vikings. Swing them swords like Vikings, still got away, my air match.
Swing them swords like Vikings? Did Vikings have swords? Did Vikings have swords? Maybe I'm bugging. I don't know if Vikings had swords. I feel like they had axes. Maybe I feel like I'm bugging. It's the weather. It's the weather.
So limbo, they're fraudulent, no lingo.
Yeah, hold on.
Use that back shoes, strap that pole, got things that sound like Vikings. Swing them swords like Vikings, still got away, my air match. On blocks or sticks on limbo, they're fraudulent, no lingo. Up blonde, healthy, buzz that ringtone. Get around there, burn their things, but they guys skin my block, they running hard when bullets hit windows.
I'm liking the flow. I can't like this guy. This guy's flow is hard. This next guy's flow is nuts. I like it.
Cruising slightly, flash that heartbeat. They don't want when tools get slapped. Keep it locked up. Use that back shoes, strap that pole, got things that sound like Vikings.
I like this. I like this.
Still got away, my air match.
90s.
On blocks or sticks on limbo. They're fraudulent, no lingo. Blonde, healthy, buzz that ringtone. Get around there, burn their things, but they guys skin my block. They running hard when bullets hit windows. Get more slush like Kimbo. Run up.
I told you to talk about drive-by shooters. Now I talk about when bullets hit windows. Fam, I cut these things.
Violate these boys on the drill pretty much every time we ride in the evening. If Bucks still get back gang when we let she slap and we leave it. One of them boss fire, that's hard to rely. How they talk back, she's still breathing. Don't try to come far for your might turn light, little bitch, that points for the keeping. Cut that talk on the phone, if you love your life, then chew on the tweets. On the net, that screaming attention shit, but you don't get paid to beef. Wait there, give him a C, pull that.
Wait, paid to beef? Wait, what? The Harran mercenaries now, wait, what?
Cut that talk on the phone, if you love your life, then chew on the tweets. On the net, that screaming attention shit, but you don't get paid to beef. Wait there, give him a C, pull that, slap that, you're gonna see. We really do this, outside rumors, get back and gon' get him deleted. With a trumpet, let him fall like Jericho. Marching like Moscow, we Spartan, spin that block like merry-go. Spin up sticks, no limbo. Violate them boys through the window. I got one for the dogs that sit on the fence and bark like bingo. I don't know what they use in vests, cause Big M got one in the head. Can't say what they talk about drills, cause CH got ball in the bed. Fuck knows what they bang on the net, cause FC got left for dead. They nothing left his mate, it was gang that left him right.
Fam, these are new names to me. I haven't heard these names. With all due respect, of course, but I actually haven't heard these. I don't know what they're talking about right now.
We really do this, outside rumors, get back and gon' get him deleted. First step with a trumpet, let her blow, see the wall fall like Jericho.
I like this hook. I like this hook. And I'm hearing it's a response to a diss track, but it sounds like it's its own good song on its own, like as a standalone song, like regardless of context. Actually, it's a very nice song on its own.
Violate them boys through the window. I got one for the dogs that sit on the fence and bark like bingo. I don't know what they use in vests, cause Big M got one in the head. Can't say what they talk about drills, cause CH got ball in the bed. Knows what they bang on the net.
I actually don't, wait, I wasn't listening. What was he saying?
I don't know what they use in vests, cause Big M got one in the head.
Yeah, like that's a crazy thing to say. That's a crazy thing to say. Man said, I don't know why you're using vests. Like, vests, aren't gonna, that's not an effective way to counteract what just happened. That's nuts.
Hey, when they talk about drills, cause CH got bought in the bed. Fuck knows what they bang on the net, cause SC got left for dead. They going off and left his mate, who's gang that left him red. Fuck your history, don't try and get lippy. I've been on the road with Sticky, trying to pull men in a box like Ricky. S got in the back, I got your back. S got in the back, got ball in the back, don't come around niggas.
Fam, as I said, I actually don't know what this guy's talking about. I have no clue who he is. He's come with a belly in a hood rich tracksuit and he's talking a lot of stuff.
Can't say what they talk about drills, cause CH got bought in the bed. Fuck knows what they bang on the net, cause SC got left for dead. They going off and left his mate, who's gang that left him red. Fuck your history, don't try and get lippy. I've been on the road with Sticky, trying to pull men in a box like Ricky.
I said don't try and get lippy. That's like something adults say to kids. That's nuts.
S got in the back, I got your back. S got in the back, got ball in the back, don't come around niggas. PINEGROVE got one for the dogs that shit on the vex like two so slide and get slept. We turn shit up and we turn them ghosts, bro. Don't go chill when he left him dead.
Sticky, use that. Don't go chill when they. Don't.
PINEGROVE got one for the dogs that shit on the vex like two so slide and get slept. We turn shit up and we turn them ghosts, bro. Don't go chill when he left him dead.
Fam, that's the kind of stuff I used to hear MPK say on their exclusives back in 2019, fam. Like, they used to say stuff like that, man. They used to say rude things like that, man.
Blicky, use that blicky, day or night, they still get chef. Main road Jews, they still get left.
To stay inside, cause how he get. If bro step with a trumpet, let a blow, see the wall fall like Jericho. Martin, no Moscow, we sparring, spin that block like merry-go. Get up sticks, no limbo. Violate them boys through the window. I'll go for one for the dogs that sit on the fence and bark like bingo.
That's so crazy, man.
Got in the back, I got your back. S-shot in the back, got ball in the back, don't come around niggas.
Initial thoughts on that one there. I'm way more impressed with this one than the last one. The last one I was disappointed because I was hyped up so much for that. Understandably so. It's a big deal. Someone rapping from Mount Druitt, 1-4 are literally in the video. It's a very big deal. It's a very big occasion. So I get why everyone was hyping it up, but we could all agree, and they would probably agree, this song's much better than the last one. But I feel like we can say that easier now because now they have like a much colder song out to prove themselves. I know it's not that they're bad rappers. It wasn't even a bad song. I just wasn't feeling it. I just knew they could do better, and this is much better. Especially the guy with the blue bandana on his face. His flow was hard. The guy in the hood rich tracksuit saying a lot of crazy things, and the guy doing the hook with a Gucci hat. I like that hook a lot. Like, that hook was cold. I thought it was just gonna be the opening line, but they just started with the hook, and I like that a lot. And yeah, like I said, like seeing 1-4 members in the video just adds a sense of like validity to what they're saying. Like, we've heard all this catalogue of music from these guys. I counted in my so now including my last reaction to them, I've done 32 reactions to 1-4. They've probably got a couple more, and that's not including the album reaction, which within that one there were 6 songs on that EP. So they've released up to 40 songs by now. So you got these guys that have like this huge discography of music in the video from the same area. They're all rapping the same place. They're backing what they're saying. So when they're saying these things that I don't know about, like, I thought I knew everything there was to know, but apparently not. Saying a lot of crazy things, man, a lot of crazy things. But CRUDDDD aside, that I actually liked the song for what it was. The flows were cold, the hook was cold, like I just said. I like the way they organised who went in what order. I feel like it worked well. I feel like having the hook go first, you get acclimatized to what you're gonna hear. Then you hear that calm first verse, not saying anything too crazy, but he's replying to what's being said. Then the second verse is just straight crud, and flows. But the last verse was just so a lot of crazy things being said. And yeah, in terms of a response to a diss track, I feel like a diss track of that magnitude, because Putrid was nuts. Like, nuts. They were saying a lot of crazy things. I remember one diss aimed at Spenny specifically, so I wouldn't even say that that track's been responded to in its entirety. I feel like people who were dissed on that song are still yet to reply to what it was said. But the fact that people, I don't know if these lot were dissed because I don't know these guys' names, but the area was dissed as a whole. So the fact that so many people are coming out to reply to that diss track, like, that diss track was nuts, man. It was nuts. It was nuts. I don't want to say it was objectively the rudest thing I've heard out of Australia, but it was up there. I remember Fame, Hooligan Hefts, that one was pretty rude, but that was more of a cold song, and it was rude. Like, they were saying some cheeky things, but Putrid was just it had to be responded to, let's just say that. But otherwise, what would I rate that song out of 10? I'll rate that one a solid 8. I rate that one a solid 8 out of 10. I feel like they could still go harder. But that proved that they're good rappers, if you get what I'm saying. Otherwise, though, I'm just happy. Can't lie, because I remember, if you remember the last reaction, I was disappointed. I was sad. I was like, yo, like, I want these guys to do well, but like, I don't know. But now I'm like, yeah, they got it. I can't lie, they got it. So yeah, you know the draw. Let me know when they next release. Shout out to everyone who DM me on Instagram to do this one, everyone who commented on the channel. But yeah, man, I've been Sarge214. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again. Shoot.